guys, just played The Black Mirror. So this is a 2003 horror adventure game and part of the Black Mirror series. It's a whole series. I'm going to play the first one. Let's go. New game. Now I see something on the screen. What the heck?
Thank you. I don't know. William was Everett.
You need not say anything. Today is a sad day for all of us. I think I will leave you alone now, if you will excuse me.
You don't have to go. You are a good friend to us, as you were to William.
I value your words, but I think I had better go now.
Please be our guest, I beg you.
I would be happy to, if that is your wish. I would like to skim through certain volumes in your library, if you would not mind then.
No, not at all.
Thank you. I will be in the library.
Bates, should Hines need anything, please be of help to him.
Of course. You can rely on that, madam.
I do not want to sound harsh, but I think we should leave you alone.
You are empathic as usual, Robert. I want to be alone with my thoughts for a while.
That is quite understandable. Samuel, would you see me to my study?
Yes, gladly.
Oh, Samuel, please stay. I'd like a word with you.
Certainly. Will you excuse me, Robert? We will talk later.
I will.
Samuel, tell me, have you returned to stay with us for
Is that a
good?
portrait of King
To
Henry
tell the truth,
the
I
Eighth or
haven't
something?
decided. Give me some more time.
King Henry
please.
VIII.
Don't forget, we are still your family. You are a Gordon, and you belong here just like all the other Gordons before you.
Yes, I am well aware of that, but I need to put my thoughts in order. Perhaps then I'll be able to answer your question.
Oh well, I hoped you'd say yes. I'm not feeling well. Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Of course. I will go to my room.
Sir, I took the liberty to clean up your room. I believe you will be satisfied with the results. Here is the key. Your suitcase is already in the room.
Thank you, Bates. Victoria wants me to stay. Maybe I should have promised I would. But I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe later. Bates has readied my room. I should go have a look.
Okay, so this is a third-person point-and-click adventure game. Kind of reminds me of The Longest Journey in that sense, I guess, being a third-person point-and-click. But yeah, let's check it out here.
The
Come on.
founding stone of the original castle that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid in 1206. It's made of a single piece of
1206,
sun.
a long
The
time ago.
atmosphere of centuries long gone can be felt around it.
Right here, dining room.
Fresh apples and a few sweets.
Okay. Ooh, can I take some fruit here? Ooh,
Almond sweets from Switzerland.
Sweets
I like
from
these.
Switzerland. No, I'll take some. No, why not? Everyone loves Swiss chocolate. Yeah, Lindor, Toblerone. Okay. Kitchen. So I'm in some sort of old mansion, I'm guessing. Let's see, cellar.
The door is locked.
Right. Always gotta have some locked doors in these kind of games. Sideboard.
I don't need anything from here. The spice grinder.
Spice grinder.
A dirty coffee mug. There's a big B on its side. It probably belongs to Bates.
Okay. And And then nothing else here. Rear garden. Check that out. Ooh. Fountain.
Its water used to be crystal clear. I'll tell Henry to clean it up. It can't stay this dirty.
Stable. What's there? Just
The
explore
rear
around.
path is completely blocked by bushes. I have to go around.
Okay. Stable's blocked. Where else can I go? Let's go back in.
They don't seem to be working, showing 7:30. An ivory statue of a little Buddha. Victoria is collecting these things.
Okay. Oh, that's my inventory. So I got a morning card, key to my room, and sweets. Okay. That's my inventory down there. Library?
The fire has to be maintained in winter as well as summer. Otherwise, it's very cold in here. Our family's coat of arms. It has been symbolizing our noble rights since the Middle Ages. Mordred Gordon, the heartless ruler of the dark ages of our history. His rule was ended by his own brother Marcus in 1213.
Oh. Looks kind of creepy. Surrounded by dogs, too. Book on the ground. Doesn't say anything about that.
William would often sit here reading the paper. That was a very long time ago, though.
Okay, nope. Did I finish that area? It's just back here again.
The entire outer rim is full of old symbols and signs. No one understands what they mean these days. Old books and scrolls. They probably fell off the pile on the chair. Doctor, can I have a word with you?
Yes, all right.
It's William. I know you were his friend, and also his physician.
Yes, that applies to your whole family. So, what is it that troubles you, Gordon? You do realize that this is not the appropriate time to speak about William.
I don't believe it was an accident.
Well, it is strange indeed. Then why would he do it? And those burns?
What burns?
Numerous deeply burned areas. I have no clue as to their origin.
Go on.
No, Mr. Gordon. Come back tomorrow. I will gladly tell you everything. I really do not want to talk about this today.
All right. Then expect me tomorrow. I will certainly come back. Dr. Herman knows something important. I have to talk to him tomorrow. Jeremy Gordon, William's father.
Okay. It's Prince William or King William, whatever.
Lots of books for long evenings. I haven't got time to read them now.
Okay. Central Park.
It's full of various parchments and old scrolls. I can't see any interesting ones. The statue is holding something strange in its hand. It appears to be a key of some sort, or an amulet.
Oh, can I take it then? Maybe not.
There's no point in skimming through these books. Not one of them can help me find out what happened.
Okay. Bookcase.
Just more books. William's work table. He used to spend hours and hours at it, writing.
What about the big book?
The Chronicle of the Warm Hill Manor. The local parish has been
That's a
here
Renaissance
for a
era
very,
book.
very long time. According to the oldest books and records, it has been here for so long that only the walls of our castle may remember its foundation. Marcus Gordon had the church built so long ago that the date has already been lost in the mists of time. Therefore, the actual age of the building can only be estimated. As in the past, there was no accurate record keeping. Should we hold to the views of respected historians, it was around 1215 AD that the church was built. It is thought that Marcus had the church built on pagan lands where many innocent people died through the ages. There is no corresponding record to this, however. Not one mention in any books or volumes available to me at the manor or the vicarage. Therefore, from a historic standpoint, this is a mere assumption, or worse, one of the many fictitious legends circulating in these lands. One thing, however, is more certain. It was this age that also gave rise to the academy at Black Mirror. As with Warm Hill Church, it was Marcus who was responsible for the construction of such a significant building. The new academy, with its vast library, was supposed to serve as a knowledge base for all the people. It was also a safe place for depositing the chronicle of the Gordon family that Marcus ordered his wise men to protect. In this, however, fate was not kind to Marcus. The whole academy burned to stone long after his death, around 1512 AD. Despite the vigorous effort of the people of the manor, who hurried to the disaster to fight the flames, the academy burned to the ground. When they saw there was no chance to save the building, they tried to save the records from inside. Not everyone was willing to risk their life in lethal heat for the scraps of paper that had been scribbled over. If it hadn't been for a few brave souls, however, we would have never known who Marcus Gordon was, nor some of the history of Black Mirror Manor, as most chronicles were lost to the flames. Garmoor Gordon perished in the fire at the age of 45. For his bravery, eternal memory is held. There was no one left of the academy to care for the remaining records and old books. Consequently, the volumes that remained were passed on to the Warm Hill Parish to the safekeeping of Father Matthias. Father Matthias took meticulous care of the historical treasure until his death in 1543. To that holy man, the people of Garmore Gordon are grateful for the preservation of the chronicle and the old records. Since those times, the Gordon family chronicle has been handed over from one successor of Father Matthias to the next, until today. Recorded by hand of Jeremy Gordon, 1632 AD. The local accord Marcus Gordon, therefore, should. It is thought there is no therefore. One thing, however, is more certain. It was this age that also gave rise to the academy at Black Mirror. As with Wormhill Church, it was Marcus who was responsible for the construction of such a significant building. The new academy, with its vast library, was supposed to serve as a knowledge base for all the people. It was also a safe. The whole academy burnt to stone long after his death, around 1512 AD. Despite the vigorous effort of the people of the manor, who hurried to the disaster to fight the flames, the academy burned to the ground. When they saw there was no chance to save the building, they tried to save the records from inside. Not everyone was willing to risk their life in lethal heat for the scraps of paper that had been scribbled over. If it hadn't been for a few brave souls, however, we would have never known who Marcus Gordon was, nor some of the history of Black Mirror Manor, as most chronicles were lost to the flames. Garmore Gordon perished in the fire at the age of 45. For his bravery, eternal memory is held. There was no one left of the academy to care for the remaining records and old books. Consequently, the volumes that remained were passed on to the Wormhill parish to the safekeeping of Father Matthias. Father Matthias took meticulous care of the historical treasure until his death in 1543. To that holy man, the people of Garmore Gordon are grateful for the preservation of the chronicle and the old records. Since those times, the Gordon family chronicle has been handed over from one successor of Father Matthias to the next, until today. Recorded by hand of Jeremy Gordon, 1632 AD.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff to read. Let's go back. What else? Nothing else here, right? Just that Renaissance era book. Huh. Globe?
It seems like something's missing here.
Something's missing. I don't think I have anything that would help this. No, I don't think I have anything that would help that. Oh, but this.
A manually drawn map of the world from the 16th century.
Would that be the Mercator map? Huh. 16th century, yeah. I would think that's about where this game has a lot of the roots in, because I saw the portrait, I think, of King Henry VIII, which was about 16th century, I would say. So that's roughly, I think, what this game lore lies in. Okay, anything else I can do here? At the dining room.
This door leads nowhere. The lower floor of the old wing of the castle is behind it.
Okay. Need the castle or go upstairs? I'll go upstairs.
Jennifer, the wife of Tobias Gordon.
Private study.
Robert, may I speak with you for a moment?
Of course. I'd be happy to speak to you. We haven't seen each other for such a long time. How many years has it been?
12? maybe more.
A long time indeed. I am happy that you have returned.
I have not come to stay. I came only to be here for William's funeral.
Really? That's a pity. I thought you would stay with us for a few months at least. Maybe you can still change your mind. So, what do you want to talk about?
What do you think about what happened to William?
That is a strange question. What should I think about it?
I don't believe it was an accident, let alone suicide.
I am afraid you are jumping to conclusions, Samuel. You don't happen to think it was a murder, do you?
No, but really, who would want to kill themselves in the autumn of their life? William was a very old man.
Look, William was alone in the tower when it happened, and the door was locked from the inside. So a stranger's intervention is impossible.
So why didn't he leave a letter?
That I do not know, and I do not even want to think about it. Trying hard to get my thoughts away from William's death, and I absolutely don't feel like talking about it.
How is it possible that Robert is not at all interested in this? Am I the only one who wants to know the truth of what happened to William? The castle is falling into disrepair. How long can it last like this?
It has been standing here for hundreds of years, and it is not going to decay anytime soon. It will outlive us, just as it has outlived our ancestors.
But the old wing is on the verge of falling down.
It was already on the verge of falling apart when I was born. Yet it still stands.
Why hasn't anyone tried to restore it?
Oh, sure they have. About 100 years ago, Werner Gordon attempted to repair it.
Why are you saying attempted?
Well, he was not the first one who tried it. The new structure never lasted more than a couple of years. The original castle foundations that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid are within those walls. It is as though the old stones do not want to accept the new ones.
Strange, indeed. So what has been happening around here since I've been away?
Things are rather odd, but I have no recollection of anything special.
Are there any new families?
No, I do not believe so. In fact, the only person to have moved here is Dr. Herman. We also have a different groom and a different gardener than the ones you knew.
I've been away for 12 years, and all that has happened is that we have 2 new servants.
Well, no one is clamoring to live around here. You know that yourself.
Yes, nothing really has changed. It's almost scary. I will go now.
All right. Feel free to come back if you need anything, Samuel.
Okay, Victoria's room.
Victoria is in the common room.
Okay.
Robert presented this one to William.
To the room. Just called the room.
The door is locked. Bates gave me his key. I can open it.
Right. Okay. Let's open it. Oh, that's a
This
decent
place
room.
hasn't changed at all. As though I were only away for a few days. Welcome home, Samuel.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent room, I'd say. Decently large.
It's locked. I only had a couple of things and an old camera in it as far as I recall. But where did I keep the key? I'll have a look around the room. It has to be here somewhere.
Take that.
A
photograph.
collection of old pictures. I don't want to remember that time. I'll leave it alone.
Photograph. Who's that? did that get burned? What the hell?
Forgive me, Catherine.
That's weird.
The night silhouette of our castle. William's portrait of my dear Catherine. She died in those horrible flames. And it was my fault.
Catherine. Oh.
I will never forgive myself for that. The drawings of the Gordon Manor in Wales. William drew those when he lived there as a young man. I only have a few necessities in it.
Okay. What are they? Can I take a look?
I'll take the pills in case my head starts to ache again.
Pills. So he only had pills in there? Okay.
An old painting. I don't know who its author was.
Anything else?
I'll surely need the wallet.
He does have more stuff. Okay, wallet. Keep taking stuff then.
I can't see anything interesting.
Okay, never mind. That was it. Wallet and pills. Okay.
I don't want to rest now.
Okay, where else could that key be then? Let's see, anywhere? Basin. Check that. Water jug.
It's full of clean water. There's still enough water in the basin.
Okay, I don't think there's anyone else I can click on where I could have hidden my keys.
It's cold in here.
Okay, mirror. It's a broken mirror too.
Catherine would comb her beautiful hair in front of it every morning. It's best not remembered.
Okay. Oh. No, wait. Let's just see if I can click on.
A
But this
child's room used to be behind it. Now there are bare walls. There's no point in going there. William's favorite canvas. Someone from the family painted it about 300 years ago.
300 years ago. Wow.
The ticking of the clock echoes throughout the corridor.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it here. Staircase. The old wing, upper floor. What's in the old wing? The balcony. Let's see what's on the balcony. Nothing much else here. There's a skull here. It's kind of creepy. The skull here is kind of creepy though.
If I want to find out what actually happened, I must get inside somehow.
Okay. The old wing.
I hoped I'd never have to return here. I'll never forgive myself for Catherine's death, for which I was responsible. It should have been me that ended up in the flames, not her.
Okay, I can blame myself for her death, clearly.
It's made of black marble. There's nothing in it, just dust.
Attic. A dead fireplace. I didn't know a fireplace could be dead. Was it even living?
The canvas has been entirely destroyed by the flames. Just ashes.
Let's go to the attic then.
The door is locked.
Of course it is. Always gotta keep the important doors locked. There must be something in there if it's locked. Let's see what's in the upper floor then.
I have no idea what I'd be looking for in there. There are only empty chambers further down the hall. No point in going there.
Okay, fine. Let's go outside then. Leave the castle. The stable, here we go. Morris.
My name is Samuel Gordon. You are Morris, the groom, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I know who you are. Bates told me about you.
I would like to ask you about something, Morris. What can you tell me about Bates?
What do you want to know about him?
Well, I don't know exactly. He's different from when I knew him.
To me, he seems to be the same all the time. The same old standoffish mope.
He wasn't like that before.
That's possible. I've only known him for the couple of years that I've worked here.
So how many years have you been working here?
Almost 5.
Morris, how did you get along with William?
Well, like a groom with the horse owner. Okay, I guess. He's only spoken a few sentences to me in all the time that I've been working here. I mean, I saw him very seldom.
I see. Morris, you are right next to the old wing. Can you see inside the old tower from your room?
What do you mean? I never go there. Who told you that? It was that old drunkard, right?
I was just asking, why are you so upset?
I knew that Flores bastard was spreading gossip about me again. He tells you anything, don't believe him, sir. Ends to get smashed and talk out of his ass.
Sure, but you've been to the old wing, right?
Yes, but only out of curiosity. I've got no reason to go there. And it's a strange place anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, I haven't exactly got a good feeling about it. I feel like I'm being watched by something older than the centuries within those old, damp walls. And the silence, it makes one feel as if one cannot speak. Frankly, I'm glad I don't have any work to do there.
I will go then.
All right, sir.
The well.
It's dry. No one has taken water from it in a long time.
Gate.
It's used so seldom, it's locked up. The humble abode of the groom is up there. I haven't any reason to go there. Empty glasses and paint cans. Nothing useful.
Overseas. Switch. What's a switch for?
There's enough light in here during the day.
What else?
I don't want to get dirty.
Ice.
It's rusty, but it works.
Metal box.
Nails, screws, nothing I need. I don't need to repair anything.
Okay, then. Fine. Ladder.
It appears stable, but I'm not going to climb up. Hay for the horses is in there, and that's Morris's responsibility. Our family's coat of arms. Someone should repair it.
Okay, nothing else here. Okay, actually, there's an alternate entrance here. The main gate. Oh, another guy here, Henry.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Henry. I take care of the garden. It's not an easy job. I don't have anyone to help me. But you probably wanted to speak about something else, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
I would just like to ask a few questions. How long have you been working here, Henry?
About a year, sir.
The garden seems rather deteriorated. Everything used to blossom around here, but now...
I'm trying hard, sir. But I can't get everything done just by myself. This garden is really a lot of work, sir.
Why doesn't anyone maintain the rear garden?
I don't know, sir. Probably because nobody ever goes there.
And what about the fountain? There used to be fish in it once. I have no problem with the rear garden as such, but I want you to clean the fountain.
But, sir, isn't that rather futile? I mean, it can't even be seen from the front. It's going to be a lot of wasted work.
Either you clean it by tomorrow, or you can start looking for a new job.
As you wish, sir.
Tell me, Henry, what did you think of William?
I didn't really know him, sir. I'd scarcely seen him.
You have worked here every day and you hardly saw him?
Well, you see, Sir William wouldn't go to the garden very often, and I only do what Madame Victoria tells me. Bates was the only one allowed in his study. He wouldn't let anyone else in.
Is there anything else you can tell me about him?
I don't really feel like talking about him with you.
Why not?
How would I put it? Everyone reckoned he was a bit of a loony. You know what I mean.
Go on.
I don't really want to talk about it with you, sir. Please ask someone else.
What does that mean? Why would anybody perceive William as mad?
I will leave you to your work.
Okay, greenhouse.
The door is locked.
Of course.
I'd be interested to know where these stones came from.
Go out? No. I think this game takes place strictly within the manor, the Black Mirror Manor. I guess that's what
I had
the
better get
game's
hold
named
of a
after.
map. There is probably one somewhere in the library.
The castle. Okay. So there's a castle, and then there's the Black Mirror Manor. Interesting. Let's go to the common room.
Victoria wants to be alone.
Okay, fine. Anyways, stop here. So far, I haven't encountered anything really creepy or anything so far, but yeah, it's a Black Mirror, guys. Third-person point-and-click horror adventure. So I'm sure it gets, more creepy later on in the game. But for now, I'm just like looking around the castle, and it doesn't seem to be too interesting so far. Yeah. But anyways, if you guys are interested in third-person point-and-click horror, check out Black Mirror. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.